Welcome again, dear friends, to another edition of Fresh Bread, our 5-minute daily devotional. We run every Monday through Saturday, God willing. And it is now Tuesday, January the 11th of 2022. So glad you could be with me here today. This is Reverend Phil Anderson here of Oakland United Methodist Church, also Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church here in the capital city of Topeka, Kansas. You know, we've been doing these for almost 2 years now. Isn't that amazing? And except for just a very few days we have not missed. So I would, again, thank you for joining me and making this a part of your day. I would like to also encourage you to let people know about these. You know, the COVID is kind of coming back, and we're hoping we don't have to shut things back down, but we really want to be a step ahead, and we try to get people logged on to the internet. Maybe people haven't done it before, and even if you're up in years, in your 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever your age might be, a lot of people of those age ranges are very tuned into social media and the internet, and others are not. And I think we've been given this window here to kind of get everybody lined up, because hopefully we don't have to shut things down quite to like we did before. But just in case things are kind of pulled back a little bit, which would be about the level I would foresee, let's try to get people lined up for social media. Let's get them lined up so they can get onto the Fresh Bread and the live Facebook broadcast of our Sunday services and our KAUMC.church website that Tom Lynn so faithfully helps with. We're going to be looking at ways to upgrade our technology here in the coming weeks. And I think one of the reasons is because, honestly, technology is here to stay, whether we like it or not. So, again, I'll talk to you a little bit more about possible adjustments we might be looking at down the road, hopefully not too far down the road, or I should say hopefully that they won't have to happen at all, but that we're not going to look real far down the road if we have to make some adjustments. We do have plans in place, and I don't want you to feel like things are not being thought about. We are thinking and discussing. So talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. Well, you know, we've been looking at the lectionary readings, haven't we? And yesterday we were in Judges. We're going to go ahead and finish that little account up. Judges chapter. Today we're going to go to Judges 5, verses 12 to 21. Yesterday we were Judges 4. We're going to go to Judges 5 today. Awake, awake, Deborah. Awake, awake. Utter a song. Arise, Barak. Lead away your captives, O son of Abinoam. Then down marched the remnant of the noble. The people of the Lord marched down for him against the mighty. From Ephraim they set out into the valley, following you, Benjamin, with your kin. From Machir marched down the commanders, and from Zebulun those who bear the marshal's staff. The chiefs of Issachar came with Deborah, and Issachar, faithful to Barak, into the valley. They rushed out at his heels. Among the clans of Reuben, there were great searchings of heart. Why did you tarry among the sheepfolds to hear the piping for the flocks? Among the clans of Reuben, there were great searchings of heart. Gilead stayed beyond the Jordan, and Dan, why did he abide with the ships? Asher sat at the coast of the sea, settling down by his landings. Zebulun is a people that scorned death. Naphtali, too, on the heights of the field. The kings came, they fought, then fought the kings of Canaan. Tanakh by the waters of Megiddo, they got no spoils of silver. The stars fought from heaven. From their courses they fought against Sisera. The torrent Kishon swept them away. The onrushing torrent, the torrent Kishon. March on, my soul, with might. Well, again, appeal is made here to the entire populace to proclaim the triumph of the Lord, the chiefs who ride and the general populace who walk. The focus of the victory celebration apparently shifts to town and village as well, describing the response of the inhabitants to the appeal. Then down to the gates marched is perhaps reference to a victory celebration, and the responses of the tribes to the call to the battle. 6 tribes respond: Ephraim, Benjamin, Machir, Zebulun, Issachar, and Naphtali. 4 or 5 are criticized for not responding: Reuben, Gilead, Dan, Asher, and Manasseh. Maybe either a town or a clan. Dan appears to be associated with Asher in the north, but the reference to ships suggests the tribe's initial attempts to settle in the southern coastal region. And Judah, Simeon, and Levi do not appear in the list. At his heels is the idiomatic term for under his command in that verse we read just now. And the battle and Israel's victory is discussed here. The victory is apparently initiated by torrential downpour caused by the Lord, creating a flood that swept away the enemy. And the enemy is identified as a coalition of kings of Canaan. And Jabin is not mentioned. And the star spot, the stars are apparently understood as the source of the rain, and the role of the sun and the moon at the defense of Gibeon. Well, God's going to do what he's going to do ultimately to get things done, right? And we know that from reading the Old Testament, how God intervened, and God will do that in our lives. Well, he will get done what he wants to get done in ways that I believe are ultimately going to benefit his children. And that's you and me. So we can trust in him. We can always know that he's got the final victory, no matter how things may look at the moment. Amen. Well, guys, have a great rest of the day here on Tuesday. We'll be back with you tomorrow. We're going to get into the New Testament a little bit more tomorrow. And again, thanks for being with me this last couple of days as we looked at the Old Testament book of Judges. Now, I wish you a very good Tuesday. May God richly bless you is my prayer. Do have a great day.